lot more fresh vegetables, fresh fruit, going to the produce department and going nuts, having a crank go in there and buy all this fantastic food, and then I'd bring it home, put it in my fridge, and then for some reason it didn't get eaten in time. It didn't get eaten fast enough. Whether I have a bad day, my medication would be acting up, or I just bought too much to fill that void of what I needed to do. And a lot of times I'm not going to feel well enough. And if you're dealing with illness and pain and being sick and your medication is going crazy and you're making a lot of trips to the doctor's office, you're not going to want to make several trips to the grocery store. This is one way where you can make a trip to the store, get a few ingredients, throw them in the freezer, and they're healthy, they're delicious, they're really good and fresh, and there's no added preservatives or salt or any kind of crazy ingredients that you do not know what's in there. And what we're going to do is grab a trusted freezer bag. I'm going to use a cup measuring cup, just a 1 cup measuring cup. The reason why is that a cup measuring cup, you know exactly how much is in there. If a recipe calls for 2 cups of carrots or it calls for 2 carrots, you can just use 1 cup. And we're going to fill it with carrots. I have carrots, celery, and onions. And the reason why I'm using these particular 3 is I use them in everything. I use onions all the time. If I make any kind of soup or stew or vegetable pasta or a vegetarian dish of any kind, it's always going to have these 3 items in it. So this is my go-to for the freezer no matter what. So notice that I didn't fill the bag up, because if I had filled the bag up, I would have ended up with 1 solid chunk of frozen carrot. When that happens, you end up standing here with a knife or a fork and you're chiseling away and you feel like some kind of mountain climber working your way up the side of a mountain. Don't do that. Way too much work. Nice and solid. We're going to spread these out so they lay good and flat in the bag. And when they freeze, I can literally reach into this bag and grab a handful of frozen carrot. And it's ready to go. So, again, take your time, go to the store on a good day when you're feeling really healthy and fabulous and you're ready to rock and roll. Get yourself your favorite vegetables, bring them home, chop them up, and toss them in the freezer. This way, you have a go-to to make your dishes with your food that you prepared, and we'll see you in the kitchen.